Hello, students. Welcome to the science class. We are doing chapter 12, reproduction in plants, where the NCRT questions we were discussing. So, again, we will continue with the NCRT discussion in the next class. Today, we will discuss some questions which are from awareness. So, the short questions, I hope all of you will be able to answer. Name three agents that can carry out pollination. So, what is pollination? It is actually the movement of or the transference of the pollen grains from anther to the stigma. Pollination types are cross pollination, self pollination, which I had already discussed when I was explaining the chapter. That is, the self pollination is in between the same flower or between the different flower of the same plant, whereas the pollination between two different flower of two different plant but of same type, same species, is known as the cross pollination. So there are some agents, there are some helpers which carry out the pollination. This is all about this question, I mean this topic. The question is three agents, that is wind, water and insect. Next question, name three agents which help in the dispersal of the seeds and the fruits. Again the same, that is wind, water and animals. Next one is the vegetative part of a plant. While I was discussing even yesterday also, I had told that vegetative part means the body part, that is the part of the flower which is not taking place in the process of reproduction. So what are the what are the types or what are the organs? These are the roots, stems and the leaves. These three organs are the vegetative parts of the flower which is uh, not taking part in the reproduction process. So the reproduction process of the flower of the plant are being carried out by the male reproductive part and the female reproductive part, the stamen and the carpel, which are situated within the flower. So flower can be considered as the reproductive part, but the root, stem and the leaves are considered to be the vegetative part of the flower. Next question is, name two plants having unisexual flower. So the unisexual flowers are papaya and watermelon. Just an example. Now, what do you mean by unisexual? That is either male or female. Uni means one, sexual means reproductive part. So either the male reproductive part or the female reproductive part. Next question, name two plants having bisexual flower. Bi means both. So the both the sexual part present in the flower are, that is both male and female sexual part which is, or the reproductive part which is present in the flower are rose and the mustard. The next question is, state two advantages of vegetative propagation. Now, what do you mean by vegetative propagation? That is, without the involvement of the gamete, the plant production from the vegetative part. Vegetative part means from the roots, from the stem, from the leaf, other than flower. So, this process is called the vegetative propagation. And so the new plants which are produced by vegetative propagation takes much time to grow and bear flower and fruit as compared to the plants grown by the seeds. So what is that? That means the plants which are grown by the seed, normally which has grown normally means which generally we know that which are grown by the seeds, then the plants which bear or which are uh, grown by the vegetative propagation, they take much time. And flower bearing and fruit bearing also needs more time, more than the plants which are developed by the seed. And also Another advantage is that the plants which are grown, it is exactly like the parent, because while the having other processes like sexual reproduction, two gametes are involved. One is male gamete, another one is female gamete, so there is the mixture of the characters. But in the vegetative propagation there is no such mixture, so the new plant is exactly like the parent plant. Next question: how do bryophyllum plants produce? They the bryophyllum plants, the leaves of the bryophyllum plants develop into buds in its margin. So buds are developed in its margin, and when the leaf falls on the ground, then each bud grows into new flower. So here what happens, the buds which is developed, which in the margin of the leaf, side of the leaf, so when the leaf falls off on the ground, then the buds grow into a new plant. And then the next question is, you have to define fertilization. So what is the definition of the fertilization? It is the process in which the male gamete present in the pollen grain, you know that male gametes, where is the male gametes location? It is within the pollen grains. And also the female, where is the female gametes location? It is present within the ovule. So the male gamete and the female gamete, they fuse together to form a new cell which is called the zygote. Okay, so while defining the fertilization, it is the union of the male gamete and the female gamete which produce, after fusion, they produce the zygote. So, from this chapter, from the awareness, we had discussed these questions. Uh, for home assignment, I have given you some other questions. Please check it out. What are the questions given for home assignment, and do it in the school science copy and show me in the next class. Till then, stay safe. Thank you.